Hello everybody, I'll just move my camera down a little bit. Welcome to Tuesday, Eat, Move, Be Happy, Movement Not Miracle session. I'm just going to talk for a little while to see if anybody actually joins me. I think that's Karen. I'm Claire. So the sun is shining, it's another beautiful day. Trying to stay outside in the yard. Make the most of the sunshine and keep moving, because one of the things that I'm discovering that sitting at my kitchen table pootling away on the laptop is not brilliant for my upper back. So one of the things that I'm going to be working on today is another way of mobilising through your upper thoracic and your shoulders and looking after your posture. So if you're finding that you're sitting still for long periods of time, this will help you. It doesn't matter whether that's sitting at the kitchen table, sitting at a desk. It's good to keep moving, because when we're sitting in a hunched position all of the time, everything gets a bit squashed and compact, and the joints don't move like they should, and the muscles tighten up, which means that the joints don't move even more like they should, and then that's when we get the aches and pains. So I'm going to start. There's a few people there. I can see the bubbles arriving, so that's good. Hello everybody. I'm going to start again with shoulders and upper back, and as ever I'm going to do this standing up. You can do this seated. I'm going to do it standing up because I have been sitting for a little while this morning, and just standing up, that changes the position of everything, so that's a good thing to do. Keep moving as much as possible, don't sit for long periods of time. Hi Sarah. So we're going to start with shoulder rolls as ever, nice and easy. Big rolls backwards, exaggerated moves, keeping breadth across your collarbones, so we don't want the shoulders forward. If I didn't think about it, I would stand like this. That's my sort of natural position, which is really not good for you. So it's not good for my upper back. So I need to think about flattening, squeezing my shoulder blades together and broadening across my chest. So that's what I mean when I say space across your collarbones. You're actually having to work through your shoulder blades and your shoulders to allow that to happen. So roll your shoulders. I'm going to show you a different shoulder upper back mobility one today as well, which you can do lying on the floor or up against a wall, and I'm going to show it up against the wall, and it will give you an opportunity to see how poor my shoulder flexibility is, because I can't do it very well, but it's good work in trying to do it, and I do what I can do. So it doesn't matter whether you can do all of these moves 100% accurately. Do what you can do. So we're going to go straight on to this one. So you need, hopefully you can still see me. I know I've gone a little bit far away. So you need to be standing against a wall. I know I've got a door, but stand so that your bottom and your shoulder blades and your head are against the wall, and you're trying to keep all of those points of contact. And try and keep your shoulder blades flat against the wall without arching your back. So you have to work through your tummy to keep your back flat. And then you're going to put your arms up as if you're doing stick 'em up. So as if someone's pointing a gun at you and you're saying, please don't shoot. And you're aiming, you might not be able to see this because I'm a little bit far away, but there was no way of me balancing the camera closer. You're aiming to get your wrists flat against the wall. I can't do that because my shoulders don't rotate that way. That's quite hard work for me. And then keeping all points of contact, you're going to push your arms up as high as you can without arching that back. And then bring your arms, elbows down as low as you can. And you should feel your shoulder blades moving against the wall behind you. And again, move your arms as in a bigger movement as you can do with good form, and that means keeping all points of contact. So your head, your shoulder blades, your bottom, your elbows, that actually feels, it's hard work for me, but it's absolutely hitting the bit that's achy. Okay, and rest. I'll come forwards a little bit. So roll your shoulders again. And then just to keep working on that space, I'm going to do I think we called this one elephant ears yesterday, didn't we? So elbows back, keep your elbows pushed back, so we don't want this to happen. So elbows back, and then we're just going to move one elbow down towards the floor, but just through the upper part of your back. So we're not bending like this. That's not wrong, but that's like a side bend, and that's moving and stretching a different part of your body, which if you need to do that, please do. That's one of my favourites. But this one, we're keeping the lower half of your body still. So you need to grip in through your legs and grip in through your tummy and just concentrate on the upper part of your back. And you won't get much movement because it is not designed to move lots, but you should get some. Keep your elbows back and do it again on the other side. And all of these are concentrating, and once more for look, on that movement in the upper part, in between your shoulder blades, which is the bit that gets really squashed when we're sitting for long periods of time at a laptop or hunched over like this. Okay, so you should feel like you've got a little bit more movement there now. I'm going to do a twist. So I'm going to do this seated. So sit with your weight evenly distributed through both of your bottom bones, so you're not slumped down to one side. Sit nice and tall and reach over. I'm going to twist through to the right. So reach over with your left arm onto your right thigh. There goes my clock again, Karen. And reach behind you to the back of the chair, keeping your spine tall and keeping your space through your collarbones. So we're not hunching over as we do the twist. So you can pull with your hand on your thigh, and you're aiming to get as far around as you can go. You do what you can do, and if you keep breathing whilst you're doing the stretch, that's equally useful. Okay, and we'll go to the other side. This one's a bit more of a stretch rather than movement. So you hold it for, I don't know, a count of 10 breaths, something like that. You can hold it for longer when you're not doing this with me if you want to do this on your own. But the idea is that each time you breathe out, try and turn a little bit more. And then, as ever, the second time is always better. So we'll do that again on each side. And again, this is concentrating, for me, it really gets into the bits of my spine in between my shoulder blades, which at the moment are causing me some grief. I'm waking up and they're aching, which is not a good start. Okay, on the other side, don't forget, sit nice and tall and keep breathing. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to standing up just because that's good for me. And we're going to do the one where you clasp your hands. So stand, everything starts from your base, so your base is important. You need to stand level. So if you're not standing level, then the stretch isn't going to be level. So stand with your feet hip width apart, weight evenly distributed. Interlock your fingers and turn your hands round, and you're aiming for arms staying straight, shoulders staying down. So we don't want this to happen. So your shoulders stay down and think of squeezing your shoulder blades together, keeping your arms straight, and lift up through your arms. And keep breathing. And like I said yesterday, you're aiming to keep your arms as straight as possible and go as far back as possible. So for me, that's quite hard work. For people who have better shoulder flexibility, their arms will be behind their ears. But that's not going to happen for me, and we don't want bellies sticking out, and we don't want bottoms sticking out. So everything stays nice and solid in your lower half, and keep breathing, and then lower, and then we swap the clasp so the other little finger is at the bottom. Turn your hands out, keeping your fingers interlocked. Don't let your shoulders ride up, and do the same on this side. Arms as straight as you can go, and work on taking your shoulder blades back and down and bringing your arms back, keeping those elbows straight. Look how much my elbows bend. I am working hard through that. Okay, give your shoulders a bit of a wiggle. Today also I'm going to do a side bend just to work through the muscles in the side of your body, which again can help release some tension throughout your upper back. So you're going to bend as low down as you can go with one arm, and the other arm is going to reach all the way over. Now this is one of the warm-up exercises in our Get Moving sessions, and it's my favourite there, and it's my favourite here. You should get a really lovely stretch all the way down that side, and I feel it also in this part of my back, which also gets quite tight. So what we do on one side, we do on the other. It doesn't matter how low you can go as far as you can and stretch over as far as you can, and keep breathing. And we're going to do the same again on each side. Now you can do all of these in the same order, as many times throughout the day as is useful for you, or you can mix and match them. You can repeat different exercises. The main thing is to keep mobile and stretch regularly. So don't sit for hours and then just do this once. If this is a bit of a catalyst to you doing this around lunchtime, brilliant. But you can do it in the morning, you can do it after lunch, you can do it in the evening. Keep moving, don't just do this once. If you want to keep your joints working and develop better posture, then you need to pay attention to this. Last one is the hamstring and the back stretch. It's another one of my favourites. Just move my laptop out of the way. So you need a solid surface. You're going to keep your hands, your arms straight. Your legs are going to be vertical. You're thinking of sticking your bottom backwards and pushing down with your arms. This is a forward bend, so if you have a bit of a temperamental back, take it easy. And you're aiming to push down through your hands and get your back nice and flat. But I can feel that through my hamstrings and into my calves. Working hard through the front of my legs to push my legs back. And I'm pushing down through my arms so that I can squash my shoulder blades onto my back. It's a good yoga stretch, this one. And I can feel that in my upper back, in my lower back, and through the backs of my legs, which is perfect. And you keep breathing into that one. And if you need to have a little bit of a rest, come out, jiggle your shoulders, and then you can do it again. Okay, so that's about 15 minutes worth of stretching. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? Hopefully you're finding these useful, and they're helping ward off those aches and pains from sitting still for too long. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to cover. Tomorrow I might do some hip stuff. I haven't done any hip stuff for the last couple of days. I'm going to keep working on my upper back throughout the day. Let me know if there's anything else you want to cover, anything else that would be useful, and I can build it into the sessions for the rest of the week. Check out Get Moving as well. It's a mobility warm-up for people who find being mobile a little bit more difficult. it's actually good for all of us because it gets all of your joints moving. So it's worth checking that out at 11 o'clock every morning on our Get Moving group page. So enjoy the rest of your day, stay at home, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.